What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Narrative Chase channel. I'm your boy Narrative Chase, and in this video we're going to be reviewing The Predator. Now, The Predator is a 2018 science fiction action film directed by Shane Black, serving as the fourth installment of the Predator franchise. And if you want to be more technical, the sixth installment, if you're going to include the AVP movies. And as a standard Predator movie, we have a group of military soldiers or former military soldiers who have to deal with two predators that came to Earth. And this is a very polarizing film, and it has a right to be in a lot of ways. As far as a Predator movie goes, it's actually pretty cool. I know a lot of people give this movie shit for various reasons. Some are more understandable than others, and most of it does have something to do with the humor. There is a bit too much humor, a bit too much witty dialogue and wisecracking, and it does take away from the tension of the film. It does take away from the seriousness of it. Now, if you can actually roll with that, I think that you can actually find a lot of enjoyment in this movie. If you're one of those fans that enjoy Predator, Predator 2, Predators, you probably enjoyed this movie too. But if you're one of those fans that like just the first movie, you probably might not like this movie so much. First, I actually did like the performances. I will say that there are some that do a better job than others. And it kind of leads to the fact that the characters are a bit more different than what we're used to. The main focus are these soldiers that have been dealt with PTSD from these different war experiences. And I think for this, it's a unique cast of characters. Not necessarily a bad one, but it's a pretty unique one. There's just one bad guy, I guess you can say, and he's an interesting bad guy, and he does walk that fine line between being humorous and being dangerous. And sometimes I think he falters a little bit. Well, like, okay, you could be a little bit more serious. And the predators in the film are actually pretty cool. And now everybody is up in arms because there are two predators in the movie, and one is this big, massive, 11-foot tall predator. Interesting concept and idea of how they played with this, with the mythos with this creature and what it could do, and like its motivation and stuff. And I really enjoy that. You know, everybody just wants to see this one predator just sit here and kick everybody's ass, but for the most part, as the story went and as the mythos went, I actually really enjoyed it. There's a ton of action. A lot of people get killed. If you like Predator movies just to see predators just kicking ass, this movie definitely has all of that. It's a lot of great firefights, explosions. There's a lot of great alien technology. The visual effects look awesome, even when it comes to just like the camera shots, the wide shots, visually how the technology and the action sequences, just everything about the movie for the most part looks really good. I like the motion capture for the Predator. I was a bit worried about it during the trailer, but it actually looks pretty good. Now, there's a question as to whether this Predator, should it have been 11-foot tall? Should it have been CGI? Could have been just a regular size Predator with a man playing it? And I think that, yes, that is a pretty good argument, but the way that it was delivered on screen was actually acceptable in my opinion. I did like the soundtrack. You get a lot of those familiar Predator themes, and the writing for the most part, I will admit, okay, the writing wasn't the best. There's a lot of cheesy dialogue, there's a lot of humor. In some places it felt like it shouldn't have been. There are some conveniences in the story, like this kid being autistic and how it relates to the situation with the Predator technology. I think that was a bit of a stretch. How the Predator escaped from the facility was kind of a convenience as well. There's a lot of profanity, and I think that profanity was a bit of a stretch. There's also this thing where in the film they called the predators Predator, and I don't understand why they thought that was a good idea to do that, because look, we understand why we call them predators, but shouldn't that have been more like a scientific name maybe for these creatures? People come to these conclusions that are pretty accurate, but you don't feel the movie has given you that much evidence that they should know that. And it's like they just pulled this out of their ass, and they were totally right. In the end, look, The Predator is an entertaining film. I thought I was going to like it based on all the hate the movie got. It was actually a pretty good movie. And this is the guy who likes Justice League, and I can defend Justice League. Yes, I will admit the humor, the writing, the dialogue, some of the character choices and traits could have been worked out a little bit better. Some of the subplots that weren't fleshed out enough, I don't think. But the movie does have a lot of great action. It does have some great comedic moments. It does have interesting characters. Not the best movie, not the worst movie. I have to say The Predator definitely deserves 3 out of 5. Alright guys, in the comment section below, let me know what your thoughts are on The Predator. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? And also let me know which Predator movie is your favorite, and or ranking the 4 Predator films best to worst. Be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and a notification button to get the best of what's going on the Narrative Chase channel, as well as stay tuned for Thursdays and to the next edition of the Narrative Chase channel. Narrative Chase, signing out.